Rene Ritchie, what's your pick this week?
So I have two, and they were sort of motivated by the news early on. Like we spoke about earlier, online backups are great. Things like Carbonite and Blackblaze, all of those are great. Sometimes you just want to keep your stuff where you are too. And there's sort of two options here, broad options that I like. One is super easy. I actually use both of these. So one is Apple's Time Capsule, and it just looks just like an Airport Extreme router. You buy it, you plug it in, you connect to it like any Wi-Fi router, but every night it just goes through and does first a big backup of all your stuff and then an incremental backup of all your stuff. And if you have multiple Macs in your house, it can do backups of all of those. You just choose a storage size that makes sense to you, and they have I think 2 terabytes and 3 terabyte options. And then it just quietly in the background keeps versioned copies of your computer. So if anything does go wrong, if you delete a file and want that file back, or if you get an infection and you want to roll back your entire computer, if you get a new computer and you want to just pull everything off of this, you have all that information really easily available to you. I've given these to several family members too, because it saves me having to drive over there to sort of fix their manual backup process or find out that the drive was unplugged 3 months ago and nothing was happening. So I'm a huge fan of these. If you are more sophisticated, I love this too. This is SuperDuper, which is just an amazing backup. It lets you
love it.
So great. I'm sure we picked it a dozen times before, but it's always worth mentioning.
Recommending again.
Yeah, all you do is like the free version you can plug in and you can just make a clone of your drive. I will pay fistfuls of money for this, and so I get the intelligent backups, and I just plug it in, and I have one that just backs up my iMac every night, and then kind of like what Alex says, I have a bigger drive that I do a copy of several machines once a month, and then I put it somewhere safe so that if anything ever does happen, I actually leave a copy at my mom's place because it was convenient enough that I could always get it in case of an emergency, and that's pretty offsite as well. And just it does its job at night. It schedules it automatically. As long as I don't do anything dumb and unplug the drive, it just works. And that to me, that kind of protection is just priceless. So recommend them both. Could not recommend them more.
Very nice, and I couldn't agree more.